Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. This is Dr. Rao, and an idea came to me yesterday, and I was very excited about it. I thought I will share with my friends here. This is an idea about what is the what are the philosophies or wisdom from the ancients I learned, which are part of my. Hi, Peter. I was looking to talk to you. I'm glad you came up on the Instagram. So this idea came to me yesterday, and I kind of went to developing it. And I thought I should share what is it a modern physician um, learned from the ancient people, especially five people I kind of trace. Yoga teacher B.K. Iyengar, then Vivekananda and Shankara, then Ramana Maharshi and J. Krishnamurti. These are the five people. When I go to India to see my relatives, my sisters and brothers, and also my friends, apart from that, I want to take a quick trip to all these places and film them, develop a travel log along with my understanding of them, how that made a difference in me, so that people who are burning out, that's what I do, right? Physician burnout, from burnout to being. And also because of the information overload and all that, from overthinking to awareness. And also from the fragmentation that we are seeing in the society to unity. These are kind of, this is the message of integration. It kind of does this thing because the world is waking up, burnout is rampant, the mind is noisy, and the soul is starving. But I found those answers in the ancient wisdom, and if we bring it in a format where people can quickly look at it and say, okay, this is the lessons we can learn from these people, and this is the way a modern person can implement in life. The intention is to make this available. I'm not bothered about the religion or anything. I'm bothered about how can these modern problems can use these ancient solutions, and how I can bring it in a short film format. I want to make the travel log more like a documentary, and then so that they can see a modern physician going answers for the healing and really transformation within, and then getting benefited from the wisdom for our modern problems. How I am kind of quiet all the time, how I am not reactive to things, how I am kind of sleep very well, and how I develop this inner resilience so that I can deal with the modern entrepreneurial problems. See, that is idea. So if you think this is something worthwhile, come and tell me. Or if you think this is far-fetched, come and tell me. I'd be happy to listen to your ideas, and what do you think about that, and how that could be adding value to all the problems I'm dealing with. Not only people from here, people around the world have the same problems. Entrepreneurs have the same problem, and modern uh, thinking person has this overthinking problem, and people don't have the energy or can deal with a lot of addictions, or dealing with the loss of people, so many human problems, right? And how can we in this day and age be scientific but also understand age old wisdom and bring it into our life? So that's the intention, and not only us, but also how can we get uh, our um, our children, to young people, to look into it. After all, we're not going to be here forever, right? So we need to that is what I want to leave it as a legacy, this documentary and this book. And we have come up with titles also for that. The book is more like a, um, uh, it is titled as Modern Mind, Ancient Heart. Modern Mind and Ancient Heart. That is the book title. And then the documentary, probably that is filmed as I go, just to film the places and then narrate what is their importance and how the essence of that wisdom from that particular place, particular people, and how that can be incorporated into our daily life. So that is more from silence to insight. I wish Peter is on Mumbai and he could come up and we could talk about that too. But I think he's in the Instagram. I see him there. Hi, Peter. So, but anyway, I was going to talk to him privately to to see. But yeah, there he is. Come on up, Peter. We'll talk about this. I was going to give you a private call, but then I said, yeah, I can talk to other friends too. So this is I'm very excited about this. How we can leave some. Hi, Peter.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste, Dr. Rao. How are you?
Yeah.
I'm walking. May lose you for a second, but I'm with you.
Yeah.
Just go and walk.
Did you get it? What I was excited about?
Yeah, I was listening to you on Instagram, and then I lost signal, so I came up on Noon Live. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear fine. No problem.
So India.
This is something. Why now is because there's a burnout and stress I see every day is rampant, right? And then people do not have this silence in their mind. It's all noisy, either due to work or due to circumstances. So I thought, because I do information technology related problems, which is going to be increasing probably, it's not going to be decreasing. And also, a lot of people are burned out, stressed out, so they are looking for some kind of inner resilience, which I kind of always work on that. So I thought it will be dramatic, it will be nice to go to those places, film them, and bring that to my audience, and then also interject with simple things that we learn from them, how they can be useful for us.
Yeah.
So this is more like a pilgrimage of a soul, but also to the people who have really showed us the inner freedom, pathway to the inner. That's it. And then just share their brief life story, like this is a place that they did or something like that. Make it more interesting for the people. And then really present the solutions for our modern problems. That's my life work, right? All the time saying what are the modern problems we suffer? Do we have to suffer, or is there wisdom already that we can tap into?
So important. So important.
So that's the intention. But also going to India and traveling there and all that entices me too, because I know some places, I don't know some places. Like I plan to go to tip of the southern tip of the India. That's called Kanyakumari. Literally, you at the edge of the sea, and you go there. There's this Vivekananda statue there. Bringing the shot and then telling about how he wanted us to arise and awake and be strong from within. The more you hear about him, the more you will be really alert and awake. Not only that, but you really know how to manifest your inner divinity.
Yeah.
So that is one. Another person is this scholarly, but then so much into inner self and all that. Shankaracharya. This is like a 100 intellectuals in the West put together. His work is so amazing. So to introduce a little bit, I do play his poems sometimes on my talks and then explain what it is. This is about humanity. It's not about one particular thing. So that oneness, and all that. Then, of course, Ramana Maharshi I always talk about. I also want to take to a Krishnamurti school because that represent what he talked about education, how it should be. Anytime I go to the education circles where people are talking about education related problems, when I present this viewpoint, they are bowled over because because they can see. I recommend this book for you. It's called Education and Significance of Life. Very small book by Krishnamurti. That's all about education. It's a wonderful book to read. So he from that I gained a lot about education, about how, and then I employed that with my kids too. So it's a kind of very important book, wrote 70s maybe, but still relevant, very relevant. You know,
See
Melissa,
if I can find it.
our friend Melissa here, Melissa Brent, I talked to
Yes,
her on education because she's a teacher,
of
and,
course. Yeah,
and
yeah.
then I believe a lot was added to her armamentarium as a teacher. You know, she not only taking a lot of stress because of what I kind of talk to her, but also she is able to teach better to the kids and really focus on what is important for the kids. That kind of thing. So that is what I was going to talk about. And there are so many other aspects of him too. He is a choiceless awareness person. Okay, that is there. And then we will move to the west of India, near Bombay. There is Pune, where the yoga master BKS Iyengar. He is the one who really taught us hatha yoga and then leading inward and all that. Very important yoga school. Okay. So all these, obviously, we cannot visit for everything for so many, but maybe a day or two each one, like a 1 week, we can go from southern is very easy because I'm in Andhra Pradesh. That's where Krishnamurti school is there, Madanapalli. I will go there, and I have been there before. And the couple of next to Tamil Nadu and Kerala further south, and then that will cover four people. And then the fifth one is in the west. He has established a yoga studio, and then that was there very famous, and he kind of named it after his wife. So I know the interior ashram from photographs, but I would like to go there and film it. And then his daughter is teaching, I believe, now, so we can talk to her, things like that. So, and also interspersed in between, I have these people with universities and hospitals. I want to go and give them a couple of lectures, which I've been doing online, so I can go and present those lectures and put those lectures also in the book. One is
Yeah.
about how doctors can deal with burnout, which is my work, and also,
Really big.
yeah,
Really big.
yeah. Other thing is how can we talk to students about upcoming changes in technology, how to handle that, how to prepare their life as entrepreneurs when they go into the life. Instead of telling them after they burn out, my thing is be proactive about wellness before they get into the fire.
Before it happens, yeah.
So
Yeah.
maybe
I was thinking about when we were talking. I think it was just yesterday. We were talking about jet lag and the
Yeah.
trip to India.
Yeah.
And I was thinking that after we got off the phone, I was thinking about how like ER physicians and staff
Yeah.
would really benefit from that.
That's how they started, Peter, because they
Yeah.
saw me. How come this guy doesn't take any alcohol, doesn't take any smoking, doesn't take any drug? How is his high energy so high?
Yeah.
I wanted to be simple to them. Said, sleep well, you'll be fine. And
That's
they
what you
said,
told.
that's what I told them. Sleep well, you'll be fine. Then that is initiation, right? Then they say, but I try to sleep, but all these thoughts coming. Then I taught them how to meditate, how to calm down, and all that. Then I showed them how can you do the shavasana. This morning I had that. I thought some the Zoom misbehaved, so a lot of them I had to give them the access and then the code and the password. Then they send in. But I went very deep though. The things that I'm talking about in that I just want to introduce. It is difficult to implement them, but at least you understand. You break through slowly, and then you will come in. Janet,
you plant. It's a plant. You plant the seed to
yeah,
it. That's
yeah.
that's the whole
No,
thing.
no,
You
I
plant the
plan
seed.
to do this again because
Yeah.
lot of people wanted to come, but they could not get in because the Zoom did not work for them. Some people sent me a message, then I sent them the thing, but then some people sent really way into. Actually, I talked about 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Wow. Can I tell you? Can I just tell you? I don't know if Janet was on. I messaged Janet on Noon Vibe because I went to Noon Vibe because you sent me the link.
Yeah.
Every time I clicked on your profile, the app would shut down. So I tried a couple times. I'm like, I don't know if it was your profile specifically, but I tried other people. It was weird because I was able to message Janet, but every time I went to open the messenger on Noon Vibe, it just the whole app just shut down. I had to log back in. But it was really, really weird how that was happening. So I don't know if Janet was on this morning, but
Janet is with me. All those 2.5 hours she was there. But we talked a lot. But what I wanted to do, because like you, I was looking to you, not for the reason, but I think you will really appreciate it. That's why the people who
I appreciate everything I've heard from you. So.
Yeah. So no,
I do. I don't just say that to say that. I don't say that to feed your ego. I say it because I mean it. Yeah.
Don't worry. There is no ego here. It's all. No, what it is, the intention is like those people who asked her, what is your secret? How can you have the energy after this? Then I told him, I used to be like this, but I learned it. I'm doing these things. That's why I was able to basically unwind the body completely in a systematic way and unwind the mind. But there's a method to that, and
I think it's different too, Dr. Rao.
Yeah.
If you were going and you were just preaching and talking about it, and people would say, okay, but because they saw that first, they saw how you were living and saw that you live it. Then they ask, well, how are you doing? And you didn't just go say, hey, do this, and that may be all true.
Yeah.
Everything you would tell them would be true. But I think the real beautiful part is that they saw you living that and said, this is different. I want that.
Yeah, there is something about that, Peter. What it is imagine a flower, right? You plant the seed, water it, soil nurturing, and also sun. You provide all these things. Then the plant come up. From the plant, the flower comes up, right? But so much work goes in for the plant to give the fragrance, right? That fragrance that comes out is natural. It's not saying to you, but it gives, right? All these practices, they have to be like that. They are coming from our trousers not because of our effort, but because it is there.
And everybody has that.
Yes.
Everybody.
Yes, that's all. You see, but the progress has to come out. You have to work hard because you put up so many things for that.
Yeah.
Those obstructions are taken away. That is the spiritual work. You don't have to be a first Christian or Indian or anybody. You could be a human being and do that.
Yep.
So
by our very essence.
Yeah, that's where I kind of focus on that. So the essence is, some of these practices are you do now, you get the benefit right away. Okay, I will tell you something. You practice this. It is called Swasa Mida Dhyasa. Swasa means breathing. Okay, Mida means upon. Dhyasa means kind of be meditative on that. You kind of watch your breath. Don't say this is slow, this is fast, nothing. Just to see how it is. And then deepen the breath, but keep your attention on the breath.
Right.
It's basically being attentive to the breath all the time, as much as possible.
Yeah.
And
I found that when I first started my practice 10 years ago, and just breathing, that when I just focused on the breath, my inhalation they would increase, and my heart would start beating. I'm like, because I was focusing on it, of course, it turned the corner. But I didn't think I was ever going to get it. I'm like, how am I supposed to calm down? Because when I focus on my breath, my heart starts beating. I'm noticing it. I start breathing deeper, start breathing differently, and then I just allowed it, and it happened. It was just by doing repetition, I think.
So this focusing on that, knowing how you are breathing. Don't say, first of all, oh, I'm shallow, I'm not breathing right. No, none of it. Just be aware. Don't think of like that,
Just observe it.
Yeah, just observe it. And then the important that you have to do is you got to lengthen the depth of the breath. Length of the breath. That is the one, if you're doing it, then your diaphragms will go down, and then you will really breathe in a lot of air, and you have a lot of oxygen to go into your system, and that energizes you. See?
Yeah.
So, but there are so many other physiological things that happen with the deep breath that is secondary, but otherwise you can be unconsciously breathing, but shallow. That's why you don't get that. But then other thing is, when you take a deep breath like that, the mind is cut down. The rapidity of thought is slowed down. That is the benefit. That is the benefit of the mind.
And what I love too is and you said this, I think, earlier or yesterday, it costs exactly $0 to
$0. Probably to save you more because you are healthy.
And I get very happy because it's really beautiful. I've but scratched the surface, of course.
Like somebody said, the best things in life are free. That is true.
A whole song about it.
The same thing. See, that is very true. So instead of traveling somewhere, you can just be that. See, Peter, I was to talk to you private, but then I'm going to indicate to you what it is. I want a board of directors for this project. To advise me to participate in what I'm doing. Would you be willing to do that?
I'd be honored to do that.
We will meet when it is convenient for you, and then I'll present this. I'll show you what I have done so far, and then you can also participate in the movement.
Yeah, I'll contact you on Messenger.
So
beautiful.
Probably,
Thank you,
you will get the to see the documentary and the book first, because as it is done, But
it's very exciting. I'm very excited about this.
Very exciting. Yeah. I want to keep myself anchored in this for a while, so that it's more like what can I leave as a legacy for my children?
No, not anytime soon. I understand.
No. What I'm saying is that is documented for the future generations too. It's not that we are wise people. We are just learning from the wise people and bringing the wisdom for our modern life. See, that is what we are doing, right? So we will be doing. I have some people I'm going to invite, probably Janet also, because she's so much into the spiritual quest with me now, and she's turning inward and finding a lot of things for herself, which is exciting, Janet is somebody who is sincere about whatever she does, truthful, and then she relates exactly what is going on, and she listens carefully what is conveyed or discussed. And then, of course, I do take pains to go to the details of everything, and she has the patience to listen to that, and then she applies that. You see, she applies that in her life, and I'm very pleased the progress that she made, which is always important, right? So once she applies that, she's getting that, and she's also telling people, But people have a different way of approaching this, right? So that is what is happening. I don't know what happened. It kicked me out, Peter. Try again. So I allowed you, but it said, there you are. Now you're coming in. So Janet is somebody I'm thinking of, and also other friend that Obian director. He's there. You know what? They introduced me to a couple of people. One is a filmmaker, and he came in and he talked about it, and then he saw me talking about something about his deeper aspects of life, and I'm going to tell him what is my intention. I'm not going to compromise about making it a commercial or money and all that. I'm going to tell them this is a more like a memoir, but at the same time, a modern physician benefited from the ancient wisdom. How?
Right.
What is his take on that? What is his essence of treating so many people with burnout, stress, and then leadership, and so many things, education, ecology, all those things I'm participating, right? How is he able to bring that essence of that ancient wisdom into our present day life?
Yeah.
That is the essence. I'm not compromising on that, but I can do the book, I can do the script for that, everything, and then I can go and do some shots and come and put it together with the help of a director. But then, if my friends who are really with me on this, it will be nice. That's why I'm inviting you.
I'm honored. I'm honored. And I don't know if anybody that applies it more than Janet. I mean, Janet's. Yeah. Listen, I get distracted. I know, but like Janet, Janet really lives it and she applies it. And she's truly, truly seeking.
Yeah.
And I love that about her. And I love the progress that she's made. And she's just thrilled about it. Like she comes up when you're not even listening, Dr. Al, she'll come up on Cecilia or Dara, whoever it is. She'll come up and she'll talk about the work that she's done with you and the progress that she's made. Over the past year. I think that's just so beautiful. Just real quick, Dr. Rao, what I tried to do is I was just going to send you my information one more time, but I clicked on your face and I put, for send a message or say hi. It knocked me out of the app. So that may be with your profile. Maybe contact someone if you desire to do so, because I'm not able to access your messenger here on Noonby, but I'll send it on Facebook or email you.
I'll use the Instagram this way. I think I also experience when I'm doing it suddenly hanging up. I don't know. Maybe technical. Maybe I have to reinstall it. Maybe the
You're vibrating too high.
Yeah, that may be it. But I don't think anybody is deliberately doing anything like that.
I don't think anybody's deliberate. I think it's maybe a glitch. Maybe on your end with your app.
Technical thing probably. I'll correct it. But also this Zoom this morning did not work. I have to look at that too. Because it always works, but I don't know what happened today. But I'm going to repeat that because of that mistake happened. This whole lecture, because I have made beautiful slides. Those slides, I think you will love it if you see it. But also, I went into so many different topics too because people were asking questions.
Of course.
So I didn't mind, but I don't care. Even 3-4 hours, I can talk like that.
I know you can.
I enjoy that, right? So I don't have problem. But everybody was there. They were with me completely. So that was good.
Yeah. That's very good.
Yeah.
So, real quick before I leave, when have you planned your trip? When are you going? Because I didn't hear.
I was thinking probably in August.
Oh, okay.
Probably, but so many things have to work out for that. Because summer is very hot in India right now. Otherwise, we would have gone next month. But then after August, it cools down. Then you can go there. And also for us, because we live in Iowa, very cold weather, even normal summer here is hot for us.
I understand.
So there, especially probably my wife and kids also want to come with me, and then when we
Yes.
go there, it will make it a family vacation, but also we'll make it a vlog, so that it will be casual. It will be something we're visiting, but at the same time, I can take the pictures that I want, and then I can show them live. This is what it is, and that will be.
Namaste, my friend.
Yeah,
Namaste. Thank you.
so it will be good to do that. So a lot of things to have to come into place before I can go there. But it's not important for me to go there. It's as much as put this message, what I intend, reach people. That's all. So I mean, it is good if I can go there. So we'll see. But I'm going to form this editorial board whereby I can really have a lot of insight from my friends also. Help with that too. So that's, folks, that's what we are planning, and hopefully this will go through, and then I will be successful in bringing the wisdom for improving the current life of entrepreneurs, physicians, IT people, everybody, everybody come into contact with will be happy to take some insights from what my experience was, and then really use it for their life. That's the purpose. It's not about me getting famous or anything like that. It's about what is it about the ancient wisdom that is applicable to us in our modern life for the modern problems we are experiencing. See, that's what I intend to do, and hopefully that will come through. The book can be written sitting down here. I can put all the messages and everything. But if I add like what pictures of the places and all that, that would be interesting, at least to my American friends. So that's about it. And anybody else has any questions or comments, or you want to come up and say anything, you can come up. Otherwise, I will see you next time when I have time. Okay. Bye bye.